One of the first things that new clients to marketing automation want to accomplish is change their subscription process, moving from a global unsubscribe, right? The problem with that, of course, is that we never get a chance to get at least one claw back into them if they choose to unsubscribe. And after all, frankly, that really is the goal of a preference center. I mean, I hate to break it to you, but it's not like people read some content of yours and go, "Oh my God, that's incredible! What else do you have to offer?" And they go to your preference center to choose everything. Sorry, it just doesn't work that way. Typically, the time that people are ready to view your preference center is when they're done, when they're ready to unsubscribe. So this is really our last-ditch effort to get at least one claw back into them. Now, when you're an SMB, the out-of-the-box solution works great. But if you're an enterprise-level client, it doesn't. Instead of 5 or 6 subscription preferences, you got 50 or 60. You got multiple BUs, multiple geos. I mean, it just gets to be a huge list. The challenge, of course, is you can't throw everything at somebody. They're just going to get overwhelmed and find the globally unsubscribe anyway and click it. The challenge is, how do you present all of the options available in a way that's not so overwhelming, right? Where people can drill down and look at their choices without first being bombarded by list after list of choices. So I want to show you 3 great examples of some custom subscription preference centers that we built for clients recently. Our first example is a preference center we helped build for Siemens. What I like about this page is that it's visually simple. It's not overwhelming, which is a big challenge for a lot of large enterprise clients. Those that have multiple business units, multiple asset types, multiple geographies. I mean, it gets pretty complicated pretty quick. So this is an excellent compromise in identifying all 3 of those. I define my country, a few short questions about me, then it asks me to define the type of media that I'm actually interested in. So let's say it's newsletters at events and trade shows. Then, if I go down to step 2, maybe I'm a small business owner and I'm a design engineer. I'm interested in life sciences and energy as industry, and for product, I might be interested in, say, these 2. Now you'll notice that as I click on the check boxes, this little box expands with my choices. So if I were to hit submit and then later on ever come back and want to modify this, all of this would be saved. I could quickly see what I've subscribed to and change my preferences accordingly. Our last example is for a preference page we helped Standard & Poor's with. Now, one of the things that's very cool about this page is that it actually contracts based on the device you're using. So this is your view, say, for a laptop. As I scroll in, now the view changes to, say, a tablet, and then as I continue to move to the left, now it changes to a cell phone. Very, very cool via custom CSS. Another thing I like about this page is it's very inviting, it's colorful, and it's not overwhelming. So we start with contact details right here, including job role and other information. I click next. We're at sector interests. As you can imagine, Standard & Poor's has numerous sector interests. And basically, depending on the category, I can just go in and check on and off the specific assets that I'm interested in. Once I'm done with that, I click next, and I'm exposed to the regions and specific countries that I'm interested in. I click on all those. Finally, I click next. And based on the interests that I've checked previously, it automatically recommends newsletters and alerts. And then I can just go in and check whether I want to get them or not. Very, very cool.